Talking to an influencers have been always been my desire to talk to them and help them out in business ideas, because I think over a period of time, the way I have seen businesses, and also that I'm a huge consumer of influencers as well, because I follow a lot of influencers. I have been a part of their journey for a very long time, like watching those vlogs and watching where they go, the bike rides they do, the travels they do. I have been a fanboy of so many influencers, and then understanding the business part of the world, how an online business can work, and then looking at how they are doing it. I was like, hey, dude, being influencers is really cool, but then if you can incorporate, inject, and probably marry that world with the business world, you are going to scale both. Being an influencer, you already have volume, you already have people following you already have subscribers, and when you have that and you have zero idea and zero knowledge about business, what happens is you are losing a lot of opportunities. You're making bare minimum just to feed yourself and just to have a shelter. What happens is this, like, a huge disconnect. That's why these videos are fun for me to make. It's like, whenever it comes to talking to an influencer, I have like a couple of influencers in my mind who are great at what they're doing, pathetic on the business front of it. So these videos are for you if you're an influencer. If you're not an influencer, if you know someone who's an influencer, please do recommend this video to them, because it is going to change their life altogether. Because marrying the world of influencers and the business world of it, when you club this together, everyone is going to get benefited out of this. Everyone, the influencers, the business people, the strategists, the consumers of those influencers, the followers, the fans, the subscribers, whatever. So it's like it's a whole spectrum of win-win situation. Okay, that brings us to, thank you so much for tuning in this one video. We are going to talk about 8 ways or 8 secrets how influencers can make money online. Now, establishing what is an assumption over here is you are an influencer, for example. Okay, now that you are an influencer, you already have fan following, you already have followers on your Instagram, YouTube, and also many cool places. You've got subscribers. Let me take a small little example, not by naming name, but then let's say that you are a vlogger. Okay, you are a travel blogger. You are always on the road, always traveling to this city, to that city, to that state, to that state, to this country, to that country. You're always on the road, and how can you've got like mass fan following, subscribers, stuff like that. So let's keep that in, let's assume that and move forward. Okay, point number 1 is creating courses around what they are great at. For example, creating courses around what you specifically are great at. For example, I've kind of kept a few examples over here. Is vloggers. If you're great, for example, if you're an influencer in MMA, if you're an influencer in fitness, if you're an influencer in something that I've recently started following and looking at people doing is dancing, the shuffle dances, the this dance, the dance, there are people great at body, hula hoop, I don't even know what, hula hoop, the thing that's around and you dance within it, hula hoop, cinematography, photography, people are great at what they're doing, influencers are great at what they're doing. Point number 1 is, you can create courses around that. You know why? Because people want to learn that from you. You know why they want to learn that from you? Because you have already inspired them by doing what you're doing. For example, if you're great at calligraphy and you are an influencer in that area altogether, in that domain altogether, and people, you have like huge fan following just because you are great at calligraphy. Forget about being great at calligraphy. You are great at the Turkish people that I follow. They are great at signatures for some reason. And they've got like huge fan following, great at signatures. They teach people signatures, like how can you create a signature out of the name. First, like create signatures. Like I couldn't even do it, but then they're so great at it. It's on a different level of what do you say? They are on a different level of creating that art altogether. So you can create courses around what you're great at. Point number 2 is, when you have a huge audience, you ask them questions. You ask questions to your audience. Do polls, do live sessions, have a Q&A session with them. Talk to them, ask them, what do you want to ask them? You want to ask them, what do you want me to create a course around? What do you want me to teach you? What do you want me to help you with? Now that I'm great at editing videos, I'm great at recording videos, I'm great at traveling, I'm great at this, I'm great at MMA, I'm great at so many things. Okay, but what do you want me to create on? So what you are doing is you are asking your members, okay, you're collecting the live data from the people. Unlike the people in my world who are struggling finding those algorithms, learning from the algorithms, learning brainstorming from experience, stuff like that. Unlike these people, this category, influencers have got live count, live data. You can just collect data from them and give them back to them. Point number 3 is, when you're collecting live data, create a mailing list. Now, what is a mailing list? Is get the whole subscriber list, subscribers name, email ID and phone number into one list. Create them, bring them into one funnel. That's the world we call. That's the world where it's like bring them in one funnel. What happens when you bring people in one funnel, in one list? Now you have data with you. When you launch a brush pen, when you launch a glass, when you launch a hairband, when you launch the workout mat, whatever the mat, yoga mat, when you launch the merchandise you've got, when you launch the cap that you've got, when you launch anything that you want to launch, you don't have to go out there and do a live session on that one. You already have mailing list. Remember the funnel? You send them, okay, I have launched this specifically for the whole mailing list. Now go have fun. When you have a mailing list, it's not a short-term game. It's a very long-term game. It's the business game. It's the business world game. It's the entrepreneur game where you have data with you. You send them, okay, this is something that I've launched. I've created a small course for you. Go ahead and watch it. You don't even have to make the pitch. You just have to point people in that direction and not just see the magic happen, but experience the magic happening. Okay, having the mail list. Point number 4 is having value-based email sequences. Now, what do we mean by value-based email sequences? Most of the influencers are great at what they're doing. That's why they became influencers anyway, right? So for example, let's say you are great in your craft called, for example, MMA, mixed martial arts. So what happens is in mixed martial arts, you in the mailing list have a sequential emails where you tell them, watch this today, I am going to send you tomorrow something, I'm going to send you day after tomorrow something, I'm going to send you 6 days something, and so that you can consume it. So you have value based content so that you can help them learn something, give them results, benefit something other than when you're benefiting them. What happens is anything that you're selling after that, they are going to blindly follow, blindly buy from you, because now you have established value, you have established reputation, you have established credibility. They have already follow you because they like what you're doing, they love what you're doing. Not just liking and loving, but then now you are also helping them to get better at what you are better at doing, right? What happens is they are learning from you, they are growing with you. Okay, point number 4 was having value-based email sequences. Point number 5 is selling the courses. Now, when you have large number of people, selling a low-ticket product is going to make a lot of money. Selling a high-ticket product might not make a lot of sense to you, not a sense to me. And when you have volume, when you can play the volume game, and when you also have high-ticket products, probably you're going to make less number of money there, but it will be value-based money anyway. But then when you have low ticket value on a volume game, you're going to keep your audiences happy, you're going to be happy, and you're going to get them results. Selling the courses of what they want to learn from you. Point number 6 is adding the paid members into a community. Adding paid members into a community. That's the way it is, right? If you're great into piano and guitar is what I was going to say. If you're great into guitar and piano, what happens is when you get them into an email list, when you sell them the course, when you get them into a paid community, for example, a Telegram group, a WhatsApp group, a Facebook group, a private network that is created for members, what happens when you get them inside that group? They are paid members. They're seriously thinking about getting better at what they're doing. So once you bring people inside that closed group, they get more results than the external people who are giving results. 7th is you're not just going by yourself, but you are growing together. You are growing, you are already an influencer. Now you're helping your members. You're not just asking them to subscribe, comment, like, share. You're not just doing that, but you're also going 10 steps further and helping them get results in what you're great at. So once you're doing that, you feel satisfied, you feel fulfilled, and you as a tribe now are starting to grow together. Point number last point 8 is you're not just being an influencer, but you are making money for yourself so that you can do wonders with your life, with your family around you, with your relatives, your friends, do contribute stuff like that. And also you're making an impact. You're making an impact to the people who love your content, who are already consuming what you are great at and stuff like that. So creating courses around what you're great at, asking questions, collecting live data, creating a mailing list, having value-based email sequences, selling a course, adding people to the community, growing together, not just being an influencer, but money and impact. No matter what type of an influencer you are, even if you're someone who teaches people how do you drink water from this bottle, from that bottle, from this glass, from big glass, whatever that is. No matter what type of influencer you are, or whatever type of influencer that you are planning to be. How do you comb hair? How do you cut hair? How do you have that great beard and stuff like that? Whatever that is. If this is what I call superpower, right? Every superpower has the potential to make money and has a potential to make money and an impact. Every superpower is a platform where people are waiting to learn from you. There's a line that Russell Brunson have said is people are begging to be led, to find leaders or something like that. Like people want someone to lead because they don't know how to lead. They are kind of lost and they're just wandering around. When you in any platform that any superpower that you're great at, and you create a platform and that stage, and when you're taking people along with you and helping them grow together, what happens is you think about it, what happens to it. So that brings us to the conclusion of this one video / podcast. Thank you so much for making this video / podcast topic me a part of your day. I'm going to see you in another cool, exciting video, probably more on influences. Let's see.
فما لك في الأرض درب صحيح إلى الله.